You're traveling through another dimension.
Oh, my God.
Dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind.
Jesus Christ.
A journey through a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of
What the
imagination.
fuck?
That signpost you just saw, you're about to enter
Give me a fucking break.
the freak zone. I've been practicing that all week.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Too bad somebody was talking through it.
Yeah, well, somebody was talking through that.
Fucking asshole.
Whose show is this?
Mine.
Oh, that's right.
Hello.
It's Kenny Vaughan's freak show.
I gotta apologize to Beth.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry, Beth. I called you a bitch. Now, is this going to change our relationship? Now that you know I called you, I know you think you're a bitch because I called you a bitch.
Well, you say bitch like it's a bad thing.
So you're not upset.
I'm perfectly fine with being called a bitch.
Wow.
So this is not going to change our
and
casual friendship.
I was stealing your little library book from you.
Right.
So.
I'm being a little pussy that I am.
I know that was a tough moment for you.
Little pussy.
When a man feels that a woman lies on him,
what?
He calls her a lady. When a man feels that a woman relies on herself, he calls her a bitch.
No, because you took my little library book, Richard. It has nothing to do with, right? You took my little library book away from me.
Richard, at first I thought you said when a man lies on a woman.
That's what I thought.
He calls her a lady.
That's what calls her a lady, yeah. When he lies on her.
Very good. I like that.
And when he hands her money.
When he hands her money, he calls her a bitch.
That's what I thought he meant too. But,
no, because you know what, my wife, Paula, she know what happened. If I did this and she was upset, we get in the car and then she starts screaming at me saying,
"Oh my God, it happened twice."
Twice, yeah, but it did happen. So I mean, if I run into you in the future, will you give me the snub or the cold glare or?
No, I think it's all part of our great history. It's part of our good history together.
The bitch thing is part of our great history together?
It's part of our DNA. It's what keeps us alive.
You got to have the camera on her when she's talking, Mike. I know it's complicated, but yeah, there she is.
It is complicated.
On her when she's talking.
When she's talking.
Go ahead.
I don't want to do it. I was just going to say, it's part of our DNA. It's how you and I we keep alive.
So it actually adds more depth to our relationship now that I called you a bitch?
So. Definitely.
Well, you're not going to tell your husband to have him kick my ass, right, are you?
Oh, because that would
he kicked my ass for calling you a bitch before the show?
No, he's heard other people call me a bitch. And they're all okay.
He didn't take him out? He didn't? No? Do you think he wanted to defend your honor? Does he rely on you? Does he call you a lady?
I never.
Milady.
Milady.
Or does he lie on you and call you?
And then he usually bows.
I've never.
And then I say rise.
I feel bad.
Bitch isn't bad.
Badly.
I don't think of bitch. I mean, when I.
Well, how do you feel? You're my wife. You saw me call her bitch. How do you feel about that?
Well,
it's just spontaneous anger.
I can't believe we did it.
I thought it was a little extreme.
Aggressive.
But it just happened quickly.
For him
but it happened quickly. I said no, and then she said she grabbed it anyways. My little library book, and
I thought it was extreme for the situation.
Well, that's why I'm apologizing to her. She said it's not even harm off her back.
Grabbed a body part, and was pulling it off.
Right.
Then I could understand that.
So even though it was an overstatement calling you bitch, you're fine. You say you're not upset. People called you bitch,
upset.
and you got it over immediately. You were ever upset when I said bitch?
Bitches
for a
get
second?
things done. You know.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Is that true, Richard? Bitches get things done. You heard about that one?
I haven't heard that.
Ken, bitches get things done.
I haven't heard.
I cannot believe no one's ever heard.
But she knows about
But
it.
she witnessed it.
Wow.
I never heard of it.
Is that why? So that's why you're a broad, right? Because broads they get things done. Broad and bitch are like, get things done, take care of business.
Yeah.
Don't put up any bullshit.
Do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna hover over this the whole time?
Oh, is it a problem for you, Ken?
Yeah, just a little.
What's the problem?
You keep talking about the same bitch word.
Well, let's see. Let's see. We've been talking about it.
Just apologize. Now let it go.
We've been talking about it for less than.
It don't matter.
4 minutes.
Let's move on.
4 minutes.
Move on.
I'll move on when I want to move
It's not
on.
your show anymore.
Let's face facts. This is my show. This is not anybody else's show. And I would say the closest person in the room for being their show is Beth.
My show.
No, it's
even
Beth
funnier.
because she's been co-hosting the longest and way before you were co-hosting. She co-hosted, Paula.
Yeah.
Before I met you, she was co-hosting.
I got tenure.
She was on a show. No, she was on a show before I met you. That's right.
There's an argument coming in the car.
There's an argument coming in the car?
Yes, there is.
No,
For what?
It's coming.
Jesus fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's right.
Yes?
Uh-huh.
How you doing, Mike? Are you getting used to that?
All day long, I was working hard on the railroad.
I know.
Okay.
He helped me. He helped me get all of the
Mike, you're doing a good job hosting.
cat hair out.
I noticed I'm not on the air.
He said playing on his phone.
We had giant
How you
amounts
doing,
of
Richard?
cat
You all
hair
right?
under the bed, and now it's gone.
I saw that.
Pussy hair.
You said, pussy hair.
It was. They had like all this
Wild
pussy hair
times.
everywhere. It was all over the place.
Wild times
It was on the
at the
carpet.
Wachowiak house.
It was, and then the weird thing
Kitten
is, Beth,
balls.
get this. Maybe you can figure this out because you're in the food industry. We get all the pussy hair everywhere, and we're cleaning it up, right? All over the place, pussy hair, right? We're
Yeah,
cleaning up everywhere,
happens.
and all of a sudden, we turn our backs on the kitchen floor is a bunch of tomato sauce out of nowhere. There's a big splotch of tomatoes. Now, how do you figure that? Has that ever happened at your store? Turn around, there's just a big splotch of tomato
Yeah,
sauce on the floor.
it was a
No,
mysterious
especially
tomato sauce.
after there had. Yeah, no
After
pussy
you-
hair. And let's make this very clear.
Was there only one kind of pussy hair, or was it two types?
Enjoying your dinner there, Richard?
It's just I gotta make it very clear. There's
Right, no
no pussy hair.
And did you ever
anywhere.
see tomatoes falling on the floor behind
I've
you?
seen a
Just-
couple hot tomatoes hit the floor a couple times. Yes, they were unable to hold their alcohol.
It's supposed to be on her,
tomatoes.
Michael. What are you doing?
I'm doing this.
Oh, it took you a long time, though.
Yeah.
Going
Jesus,
on.
come on.
Come on, I'm trying to be innovative.
Split screen.
Just trying to be
innovative, like the
Innovative.
Innovative.
peg
Yeah,
nails.
so, okay, so you have no
Aluminium.
explanation for the... okay, so all of a sudden there's tomato sauce on the floor. It was
Yeah, no,
really... it was like a ghost had put it there. Well, we picked up all this stuff. There was no food anywhere. All of a sudden there was tomato sauce.
And it was on my foot. And
And then it was on your foot, too. Yeah, well, that makes sense because it was
Did you
on
lick it
the
off?
floor. I licked it off, yes.
Good.
A la Salmonico.
Good.
No, I didn't lick it off.
Why not?
What kind of crazy warped
Your
person are you?
husband.
You
so
could
what?
call that tomato
You're a
sauce
sicko.
Florentine, 'cause it's
You're a
been on the
sicko,
floor.
Ken. You're sick.
You're sick. How's
With
it
a little
sick?
from under
How is it sick
toe
licking
jam.
tomato sauce off a woman's
don't-
foot?
Sal don't think it's sick. Why
Well,
would you?
But Sal's a sicko. So a sicko thinking something's not sick doesn't mean it's not sick.
Oh my God.
Well, I murder people, but I'm fine with it, so it's not a problem. Come on,
So was
Michael,
only-
you're doing a great job hosting.
Great job.
So was there only one type of pussy hair, or just?
What do you
Two.
mean? We have one cat. One type of pussy hair.
the cat. I got you now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Pussy hair.
Meow.
George hovering in the corner when the vacuum's on, trying to escape.
I've got a story from my youth.
I'm sorry, we don't have time for that, Richard.
No,
Utes?
cut it out.
Beth, you want to hear the story?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, we
Okay.
both do.
His Utes.
Go
And by
ahead.
coincidence, I was thinking about this when I was upstairs fixing my food.
All right.
You know how things pop in your mind, you don't know why?
Yeah, because of
All right.
Jesus, actually, but
My grandmother had 5 children, 1 boy and 4 girls, right? Living in this patriarchal society, right?
oh God.
With my grandmother, who had a very strong personality, okay? For example, when it came time to get married, she went looking for a husband and said, I came to this country, I got my own house. If you marry me, you'll have this house to move in, etc. I already
She
have
wheeled and dealed.
I have a job. You know what I mean? Like she really was like the true breadwinner of that family. She was a matriarchal figure. Naturally, all the daughters grew up very independent and strong-willed, right? Mm-hmm. But the one boy, his name was Teddy, he didn't have to do anything. He was like the male lion. Like all they expected him to do was sit at home and watch TV, right?
Boy.
So what happens? He starts drinking, and his life was a
It's
mess.
too much free time.
He didn't have any sense of responsibility and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Teddy dies, her husband dies, and it's all women for like 20 years.
Me,
So I take my friend over there because my aunt says to me, I want to prepare a Sunday meal for you and bring somebody, if you have a friend over, bring a friend,
Who'd you take?
My friend, whose name is Teddy.
Wow.
Oh.
So I brought him there, and we're all talking, and my aunt says to him, you remind me of my brother. And so we just let it pass. But this is interesting now. She says, what do you think of the way this kitchen is painting? I did all this myself. And he looks like this. And she says, and now look at this room here, the living room. Look at how it's painted. I put a nice edge around the ceiling. And he looks and he doesn't say anything. And the next thing my aunt said, it really floored me. She said, so what do you think? Not bad for a woman? The role that society gets into your mind.
she already had
It's
herself.
true. Women can't do anything like that. Pretty much. Isn't that true, Beth?
Shut up.
What do you mean, shut
No,
up?
that's
Shut
really
up.
interesting
You're an
that
asshole.
she
I mean, you're
had
not really.
herself already there.
Yeah.
You're not like at the same level as men, right? Where you can paint.
Are you serious? You started off with
I
bitch, you
took your book.
apologize, and
Do you
now you're
remember that?
insulting her
You're-
again?
you're-
I
You're
snatched
tough.
your
You
little
snatched the book away from my
out of your
little
pinky
whippy hands. Yes.
Okay.
My
Richard,
child
by the way,
hands.
Richard, I love the stories of your telephone answering machine early on when you got it, and your grandmother and your aunts, or your mother and your aunts calling and going, "Oh, you think you're a big shot." Well, what are you doing? You're there. You think you're a big shot. You can't answer your own phone.
Jim Rockford.
Wow.
What are
Yeah.
you, James Garner? Think you're James Garner, Ricky?
That was great.
Oh my God! Did you think you were James Garner, Ricky?
I didn't know he had an answering machine until years later when I saw the series.
Oh my
You didn't
goodness.
realize it. Now, you were like, "What's going on? Why are they saying James Garner?"
He
You're like,
didn't
"Oh my
even realize
God."
why she was saying that.
What are you,
Correct.
James Garner?
Were you
That's so
too busy
funny.
watching Mannix?
Was that a prominent feature of every episode?
Yes, every
we did
episode.
episode. An answer machine.
Yeah, every started that way. Oh, well, the Beth Kennedy files. Go ahead,
They continue. Yeah.
Michael. You're doing a great job hosting.
Thank you.
Can you talk and drive?
No,
or?
I can't.
Just a button pushing he likes.
Actually, I'm going to. There.
The men just aren't good at these kind of things, like talking at the same time as
No,
they
actually,
can't
I
multitask.
had questions for you. This was supposed to be an interview.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be.
And what did I
it's
tell?
just gonna be a
And what did I
one-on-one.
tell you? I never said one-on-one.
One-on-one.
You think Ken wasn't going to be here?
These are the tough
Orgy.
questions.
Do you think Ken wasn't going to be here?
I didn't think Ken was going to be there. No,
Why
it's
not?
going to do it. No,
Why
it's
not?
not.
Ken Vaughan's
It's
freak
prime
show.
I think,
show.
can we all have a question?
Ask him. Ask
no.
Beth a question.
Because they might all be
Use those questions.
questions
Ask
that we
Beth
could
one
all
of them. Go
answer.
ahead.
It's not well.
Just see if she can.
We don't know how much
Open
time.
it up.
How much
We
time
do
do
a
we
It
have?
car-
doesn't matter what
It's
time.
just
Ask
friggin'
Beth the question
do
from
it.
your envelope.
This
you
is so
goddamn
interesting.
host.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Ask her a
we're
question.
gonna-
Go ahead.
okay, Ask Beth a question.
Yeah, ask Beth a question.
It's like the
No,
Great
this
Karnak.
This is about you.
That's about
ask
you.
Beth a question about me then.
Sterlace, this is your life.
This is. All right.
You got to read. You can't
why-
remember these things.
No, I have
Cards.
cards.
That's not a good
Cards.
hosting thing. Oh, that's like Michael K on Yes.
Hey, this isn't the theater, kid. Put your
Hey,
popcorn box down.
Hey,
You threw one of the questions away. What was that question you threw away?
You don't want to know what that one was.
What's over
It
the
was
floor?
about your sex
Get that
life.
question. Pick that
It's
question.
on the
up.
All
chair.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Answer this. Why were you born on April Fool's Day?
Beth, can you handle that for me? Thanks.
Well, it's really interesting
My
the
lawyer.
way the planets line up and how your
It kind of
moon
matches.
rising comes along. And April Fool's Day is actually not for fools so much as it is for incredibly smart people to fool.
Others.
Others.
And that's what I do.
And
That's what he did.
Thank you.
Ah.
But I am a childish lout.
Occasionally.
Yeah, okay.
Can we talk about the origin of April Fool's Day?
No.
Okay.
We're out of time. We're out of time.
Good.
I'm sorry. We have to go to the questions. It's the
All right,
it's
so,
the
so I
lightning
wasn't able
round.
to dig up anything between the time you were born and
now.
the time you graduated from City Honors High School.
Right.
So how come you're not on their alumni list?
Beth, can you handle that for me?
Well, City Honors is a high school, and actually, Greg's diploma is actually a GED.
Yeah.
And he
No,
could not
it's not a
attend his
GED.
last semester
No.
due
'Cause
to
he
the
was
fact that he was
pregnant.
pregnant.
Someone stole my library book. I went to school. They stole my.
Starting
Yeah.
to make all sorts of sense. All sorts of sense.
Yeah, you're good at interviewing. You're really snappy. Keep
I'm gonna
trying.
I'm gonna ask.
Anything else you want to know about Greg?
Anything else you
do.
want to know that Beth can
There
answer
is.
for me?
Well,
She's my lawyer.
you didn't go to the same high school as Kenny. Kenny went to
Correct. Beth, can
McKinley
you answer that?
Vocational.
No.
But Tim Saraki went to school with you.
No, he didn't. No.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. It's
no,
not
he
on the
did
card.
not. It doesn't matter. You made that up.
You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant, and
You were
Tim Saraki
pregnant.
he never went to school with me.
No,
No,
never went to school.
I schooled him.
Tim never went to school.
Well, he went to school. He just didn't go to school with me.
Oh, all right.
This is like having my father host the show. Oh my God! Is this like my
Miss
father hosting the show,
Jim.
Paula? Come
Beth,
on.
Yeah.
Beth, where did Greg go to college?
The
This is a trick
Good question.
School of Hard
Trick
Knocks.
It's not a trick question. I went to
No,
college.
College
College.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, it's the College of Hard Knocks. No,
I went to University of Buffalo.
University of Buffalo, I believe.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, we called
Thank
the
you.
University of Buffalo, and they don't have any record of you. They don't have any record of you. And I spelled your name correctly, and they said Greg Shoelace, and I said yes.
Yes. S-P-E-R-L-A-C.
Shoelac.
Yeah, not like your name's Shitnik.
All right.
Right. Wow. Michael Shitnik.
That's
wrong.
That's your name,
All
isn't
right.
it?
So you didn't go to college.
Why is the camera on me?
You Greg.
Because your questions.
No, he's supposed to do ask the
I'm
question.
sorry,
You
I'm
moron.
worried
The
about
interviewer
it.
asked the question with the
Here we go.
camera on him.
All right. Okay.
You moron.
Nothing. You didn't go to college.
Yes, I did. The University of Buffalo.
Why is it on your Facebook page? Put it on your Facebook page.
Oh, if it's not on my
that-
Facebook page, it's not
that
real.
makes it
It's
official.
not real
There you
then.
go. That's
Oh,
right.
my God.
All right. So
Get
from
a tattoo.
1983.
Wait a minute. Did I actually yell bitch at Beth earlier because it wasn't on tape yet? It wasn't recorded. We were doing
Yes.
it before the show.
I have
Maybe
it
it's
on
all
my phone.
Okay, good. You got a video of that too? Or?
Absolutely.
All right. You can play
You
that.
think I tell you
that-
everything?
Yeah, I know. Good
All
point.
right. All right. Here's the next one.
These
Here's
are
the next one.
fantastic questions.
All right.
They're really hard hitting.
After 1983, between
it's like-
1983 and 1992,
It's like Mike Wallace is interviewing me.
There was no information, Mr. Shoelace,
Sterlace.
of
Maybe because you thought my name was Greg Shoelace.
there's
Michael
no information
Shitnik
about
thinks my name is Greg
where
Shoelace.
you went to school, what you did for a living, what your
Who
interests and
cares?
hobbies were, and your period of alcoholism.
I never was an alcoholic. Anyways,
I thought that was kindergarten.
I spent a lot of time with Beth. Then she met her husband. Then that's the end of the story, you know.
You spent a lot of time with Beth.
No,
That's
actually,
right,
I met
she
her.
met
I
her
met her
eyes were
through
never
her.
the same.
I met her through her husband, actually, Joey.
I
knew Joey already. Joey, your husband's name is Joey.
Joe.
I already knew him.
Joe Kennedy.
Joey. I knew him from the Pinheads. He was
Yeah.
a pin.
Kennedy.
He was a pinhead.
He's still a pinhead.
Joey, your husband's still a pinhead.
He's
exactly.
always a pinhead.
Right. He's always a pinhead to all of us. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing to be a pinhead.
like being a bitch. It's a good
Like being a
thing.
bitch. Bitch, pinhead. The Kennedys, the bitch, the pinhead.
Now, John F. Kennedy was in your movie.
Oh my God! Something that's almost
Is
like
he
a
related
good-
to them?
Yes, that's Beth handled this for
It's
me.
He's our son.
your husband's brother.
Son.
He's our son.
Son.
I'm his mother.
Mother.
That explains everything.
John is her. Is her son.
When did you read? Where
When did I read?
When
Where did I meet Paula?
when did you? No.
Oh,
when did you
thought you were
meet?
gonna get to that.
When and how did you meet Richard Wicka?
Oh God, he claims it was at Hallwalls. Is that true, Richard? We met at Hallwalls. You said.
My version of the story is
There you go.
I went to Hallwalls, and I think it was a band night,
Oh, my God.
and his band was playing.
Yeah.
And then afterwards in the hallway,
The moment.
somebody said, "Oh, would you like to meet Greg?" Yeah. Hi, Greg. Saw your band play. I thought it
Yeah.
was good.
Right. Of course.
He has a different first memory, though.
I don't
It was
remember it
later.
happening because it was, all the fans were probably bothering me.
Yeah.
You know, and then Richard said, "Hey, nice to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, buddy." And I remember it because he had a show called Snap Judgments that he used to do here with Ron Emke over in the closet behind you, Michael.
Yeah.
And it's true, he did it in the closet. Is that true, Richard? In the closet behind Michael is where you did the show.
We did the show and we edited the show
In the
at
closet.
same time, yeah.
In the closet. Back there in the closet. Anyways, behind you in the closet, he did the show. And so my friend, I was living with Mark Frischman. He got this tape of the show, Snap Judgments with Richard Wicka and Ron Emke. And I knew Ron, but I didn't know Richard. So I saw Richard on video. And that was my first, I didn't remember seeing him at Hallwalls. I was like, wow, who is this guy? And then I said to Ron, can I be on their show? And I said, I'll go. We'll go to. He said, yeah, come be on our show, and we'll go eat
On
dinner.
Snap Judgments.
On Snap Judgments as a guest. I said, can I be a guest? I called him up. He said, can I be a guest with you and Richard? He said, yeah. And I met Richard. It was Super Bowl Sunday in '92.
92.
And we didn't know. We both figured, well, we're friends with Ron. We're both artsy-fartsy Hallwalls people. I thought, he's an artsy-fartsy Hallwalls guy. He's not going to like football. He's thinking, this probably, I don't know if you were thinking that I didn't like football. You probably didn't think I liked football. We never even mentioned the Super Bowl that day. It was Super Bowl Sunday, and the Bills were in the Super Bowl. And we didn't even talk about it.
That was the Bills and Super Bowl, the first one?
It was the second
still
one.
don't even care.
It was the second one, yeah. Against Redskins. And we didn't even talk about it. We were together for like 3 hours or whatever, 2 hours.
Like that movie.
And it was a big thing. Bills in the second Super Bowl in a row, and we didn't even mention it to each other because I remember thinking, I definitely thought, well, this guy doesn't care about football. Ron doesn't care about football, so I didn't even bring it up to either of you guys.
Yeah.
And then later on, right after that, when I next spoke to you, was like, oh, the Bills. Oh, I love the Bills. I've been a Bills fan since the 50s. The 50s. Well, the 60s. So that's how I remember meeting him. It was exciting. So it's my meeting. My meeting is on video. Not like that meeting in the hallway. It doesn't really count.
Yeah.
It doesn't count because there's no, it's like saying bitch, but it's not on. Unless it's on a phone, then it's okay.
That's fascinating. It was way too long, and I didn't need to know. I didn't need to know
The closet.
all that. All right? I just asked you when and how you met Richard.
That was when and how. I said when, and then I told you how. Maybe you should have brought up how then, you
When?
fuck. Jesus. I said the how, but when someone says how, you tell them the whole story, don't you?
A whole how, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
I honestly
It's supposed to be on Beth when she's
insult
talking,
me that
Michael.
way.
Michael.
Not- I can't press all these buttons at the same time.
You don't have to press them all at the same time. You press one at a time.
There's Beth.
Just keep it on her.
Beth. All right?
Yes.
I don't want to keep it on
But then
Beth.
we got together and watched the playoff game, the Kansas City game.
Well, it was 2 years later.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the first time I came to your house. That's for sure. The first time I came to his house was 2 years later for the AFC Championship game, and when Joe Montana had the concussion.
Oh, Joe Montana, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, you love sports. You're not on camera. You didn't do that on camera, Michael. Try that again. Joe Montana in the AFC Championship game. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah, I remember.
Pat, you remember that, right? The AFC Championship game with Joe Montana and
I
the
do.
concussion? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, you like sports.
I love them.
You can't get enough sports. Bitches love sports.
Bitches
right?
love-
Bitches
I
love
like
sports.
the outfits.
They love outfits and sports. Yeah, because they're the little matching outfits they have. The little
Little
blue
matching
matching outfits the Bills
outfits.
have.
I enjoy a good uniform logo.
Yeah,
I won't,
like the Minnesota Vikings, right? They're good.
I used to like the Chi Sox just because of the Old English.
I like the Chi
lettering.
Sox because it's people. There's those hats that say sex. They take the OL and they have the E in it, and it looks exactly the same. It says sex. You ever see those? Those are cool.
Yeah.
In black, sex. You got that, Michael? Sex, black.
Absolutely.
All right. Got any questions for Beth?
When did you...
Can't you think of a question for Beth off the top of your head?
got 8
You-
minutes.
Is that too
Hurry
much
up.
for you?
I
Yeah,
enjoy
we
these
gotta hurry up
questions
here.
about you.
You do? You're enjoying this crap?
You built this city on rock and roll. No, you built this
Yes, I
studio
did. I
with
built
Richard.
this city
And I
on
would
rock and roll.
assume that it's
Bernie
sometime
Taupin.
after 1992 when you first came here.
No. I came here in 94 for the first time. 92 is when I
just say
first met him.
92?
When I met him in 92, the first time I came
At
to the house.
Hallwalls.
No, what the fuck? You listen to that story at all? The house story?
Ow.
No, for his
In the
Snap
closet.
Judgment show.
I'm
the
busy.
closet.
I'm busy working the camera, and he wants me to listen. He wants to actually absorb
Well, you said you were
stuff.
bored by it, but you weren't even listening.
I heard that bird.
yeah, all right. No,
unfortunately.
94 I came here. January 94.
I don't care about your sex life. You,
I didn't come here that way. Right, Richard?
I bet you came here a lot of ways.
He says yeah.
I don't want to know about it. All right, so you built the studio in
On
1994.
rock and roll, yeah. Starting in 94.
Starting in
It
94.
took us years. How long was that? 2 years, Richard?
2 years.
Was that
2
to
years.
put all
We
the
worked
two-
every Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday for 2 years.
Just like-
118 Saturdays. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was
See that chair you're sitting in? We built that chair.
18 pieces.
Richard taught me how to build the chair you're in, Michael. Yeah, he'd say, cut it, shape it. We go down to the basement with the drill, the saws. Yeah, it's true. I didn't know how to do anything. We built that whole thing over there.
Oh, I saw this movie. It was called Hostel.
Anyways, I don't think you want to hear the howls on this too much. Cause
No,
they-
we've only got 7 minutes left.
yeah, 6.
All right, so you and Staraki started
Staraki?
Staraki.
Staraki
Now,
and Sterlace.
you went to school with Tim. You
I
went to
did
high
not
school
go to
with-
school with Tim.
It's on the card.
Beth, back me up on this. Jesus, my lawyer.
I don't think that they're in the same age.
We are. No,
They
we are
are. They
exactly
are.
the same
They're,
age.
they're just a
Really?
few months
Yeah.
apart. Yeah.
But you can't
Months
tell
apart.
because he's so old looking and I'm so youthful.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
That's what you're going to say, that he seems like an old man,
Thought
a
he was a
crotchety
little
old man.
older. I
I
thought-
seem like a crotchety young man.
I was thinking that perhaps the same high school, but not the same grade.
Same exact grade,
But
yeah.
you went to school because
At
you also
65,
went to
we were
school
0.
with Beth Lewitsky.
65,
Who was
we
hot.
were 0.
Hot for Tim. Beth was hot for Tim.
And you think this is appropriate to talk about on the air?
Absolutely. Well, all right. And then years later, you started a little thing, upstart company called No Budget Films.
No, that was
Company?
Richard's. That was Richard's company.
That was Richard's company.
He had
so
two
you lied
companies.
about this online.
No, it was. We did the
Did you
movies
know
This is
together.
where you got all
we
your
did the movies
information.
together with him.
Absolutely.
You fact checked
What
online.
do you think? I went down to the
Okay.
library and looked in books. I
Or
didn't look
interviewed
in
actual
books.
people.
And then have Beth take him out of your
No,
hand
no,
and he's call her bitch.
I would
You
never.
got what you deserved.
All right, so
okay?
here-
I did.
Here's the
You
unusual
are correct,
thing. Okay,
Ms. Kennedy.
I can't get the right chronography of this, but you produced
Chronography?
No,
I think you mean chronology.
So these were your movies, not Greg's movies. Bang bang, bang bang bang,
They were both our movies.
bang.
Even
bang,
Paula's.
We were a
To-
team.
Yes,
We're a team.
to quote
All
Bert
right.
Holbrecht, who built the seven gates of Thebes? Who built the pyramids? The books are filled with the names of kings, but did
Right.
they drag the blocks? Did they set the stones?
Exactly, Richard.
Exactly.
That's totally. We didn't have the camera on you at all during that, but it was a great speech. He's bad with the camera movement. Oh, there
Do
you
it
go.
again. Do it again.
Take
not
two.
gonna do it
He's not going to do it
again.
again. He's eating his food now.
All right.
No, the movies were movies that Paula and Richard and I did together, and all the other main person. Oddly, it was Gwen Kears was the fourth main person. But the funny thing is, the first person I thought of when the World Trade Center was destroyed to do the movie was Beth Kennedy. Put the camera back in her. 2001.
Yeah, that is true.
The World
The
Trade
first
Center.
person he
The first
mentioned was
person I
you.
mentioned got asked was you, and you were in the movie, Ross and Gwen. It was
that's
2001. It was
Ross and
September.
Gwen,
it was
that was the
September,
one I was missing.
September 11, 2001. I used to work at the World Trade Center 10 years before that. So when it was destroyed, I felt like, wow. I keep talking about making a movie made with Ross. Like, this is really a wake-up call. I went over to his house. He said, yeah, let's do a faux documentary instead of a real movie about me. And I thought, well, we're going to do a faux documentary. Let's get Beth Kennedy. I don't know. I just thought of asking you, and I did. And you said yes. And you came over here that week, and we had Carm Abitoy here. I don't know if you remember this. This is in 2001.
I remember coming over here and
And Carm Abitoy was Paula's neighbor. And Carm Abitoy was here, and you were here, and we started doing some bullshit about how you're a detective, and you're checking out Ross Full, and it was so horrible, we dropped that footage. And actually, you were the first person I thought of, and then I went to Richard, and I said, well, we're going to do this movie, and you can shoot it, and Beth Kennedy's going to be in it, and Ross Full, and then you said yes, and that was it. And we started making the movies together. There you go. And that, of course...
I had the best line in that movie too, by the way,
you said that
about the sperm whale.
your dick is about this big.
yeah.
Ross, compared to a sperm whale.
Yeah,
That's right. Your dick is like this, Ross. And then, of course, we started making the second movie, Failure. We had this stupid bullshit idea. We're going to do these group writing sessions. And then Beth was there, and she was so disgusted by my obnoxious bullshit. She came with a bonnet on. She came with a bonnet on, and she came with. Remember that, Richard? She had a bonnet, and she had all the food she brought over. And the whole time she was there for like a half an hour and 45 minutes, I'm like, "Shut up, Beth! Shut up! Shut up, all you people! You're all wrong. Your opinions suck. Shut the fuck up!" And eventually, Beth followed me into this. Beth, this bitch thing isn't the first thing that happened here, Michael. And Beth said, "I have to go now, Greg." I can't take this anymore.
I know
Remember
when
that?
I need to exit. I'm out.
And you were not in the second movie because of that. You walked out and said, "I'm sorry, I want to have a good time."
You lost Suzanne Taylor.
And
on
Suzanne
that
Taylor,
too.
both of them, yes. Oh my God.
You got a picture of the bonnet in the basket?
The bonnet in the
God,
basket.
I remember that
You were
so
so
well.
nice. Sunday afternoon, I brought some food, Richard, and I'm over
Cookies.
here.
She brought cookies, right?
It was cookies
And
or
the
muffins or
bonnet, and
something,
the
yeah.
bonnet, and I said, "Shut up, Beth! You're wrong. Your opinion doesn't mean shit." And she's like, "Ah."
Wow.
Remember that? She stormed out. Not stormed out, but she said, "I have to go.
No, I just have to leave.
I have to leave.
I just
I can't put up with this bullshit."
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. This is the same thing as tonight. You're going to say, "I have to go," and this will be the last time for years that we'll see you, right?
I
Because of
don't
the-
think so.
Is it the same thing as that night when I was saying you're an obnoxious?
Not that's no.
When I was
not
being,
at all.
I was like yelling at everybody, telling everyone to shut the fuck up.
You were really, really
Yeah.
bad.
We're a little
Yeah.
agitated.
You were bad.
I
Greg.
was. I'm
know.
sorry. Did I ever apologize for that?
No, but I'm really glad that we talked about it because I think it's hilarious now.
It's good because
It's hilarious. It was hilarious then.
well, we've had a lot of good times since then. I mean, you're in our new movie, for instance.
Yeah,
So you
definitely.
came back
we were
after
we were
14
talking about
years
you today, how good you
off.
were in that
Oh,
scene.
you were
thank you.
great
I
in the
had a
movie.
great time
Oh my
doing
God!
it.
I asked Michael to be in the movie. Mr. Host here, he demurred. I asked Ken to be, and he was good. We were talking about how good Ken
Yeah,
was.
Ken was good.
was surprisingly excellent.
I can see humor can
You were
fit
really
completely into that
good.
genre too.
I wish you were in it, Michael, but you said no. Why'd you say no? Everyone else is in the damn movie.
When did you ask me to be in the movie?
Gypsy Parlor a few weeks ago. I said to come be an extra in the movie. You
Oh,
skipped it.
yeah, really nice. You asked me during a crisis in my life.
How did I know it was a crisis?
We didn't know what was going on.
Don't talk about crisis.
You were not sharing with us, Michael.
No, you weren't sharing
not
with us.
sharing
You were
with
not
us at
sharing
the
with us.
time.
You were not sharing with us. I'm a Frito Bandito.
How much time do we have?
None.